In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 25, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Mets versus Miami Marlins. The New York Mets continue their series against the Miami Marlins on Saturday in the second game of a 3-game set at loanDepot Park. The Mets grabbed the upper hand in the series opener with a 5-3 win backed by a quality start from Taijuan Walker and big night at the dish from Francisco Lindor. The Mets currently sit in first place with a 5-game cushion over Atlanta, while the Marlins are 12.5 games adrift. Chris Bassitt gets the ball from New York. He will be opposed by the struggling Trevor Rogers for Miami. The Mets are 4-1 in their last 5 road games versus a lefty starter and 5-2 in their last 7 Saturday games. New York is 38-18 in their last 56 versus the National League East. Meanwhile, the Marlins are 4-1 in their last 5 in Game 2 of a series and 7-2 in their last 9 Saturday games. The under is 4-1 in the Marlins' last 5 Saturday games. After stumbling against Houston midweek, the Mets appeared to regain their form with a solid showing Friday night, led by a combination of strong pitching and timely hitting. This is a versatile and deep roster that ranks among the elite in baseball this season. Look for their top 3 scoring offense to jump all over a struggling Rogers, who has been a massive disappointment all season. Rogers has pitched into the 6th inning just twice this season, so don't expect him to be around long in this one. On the other side, Chris Bassitt appears to have refound his form after a rough stretch. With back-to-back strong outings, look for him to deliver once again on Saturday. New York has owned the head-to-head thus far, going 4-1 against the Fish. We should have a pretty good starter matchup here though, and solid competition over the weekend. Bassitt has 3 earned on 8 hits and 3 walks in his last 2 starts over 14.1 innings. As for Rogers, he's had a couple of spotty starts recently with 7 earned on 10 hits and 8 walks in 8.2 frames. New York won 3 of 4 last weekend when these teams met up, and I believe that the Mets will keep it rolling here. So the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. If you looked at this pitching matchup in April, you would say it was a battle between 2 of the game's elite arms. However, neither has lived up to the billing in 2022, with both own ERA north of 4. And Rogers in particular struggling with his location. Look for a potent Mets offense that ranks 3rd in runs scored to exploit the young struggling southpaw, adding to his season-long misery. Bassitt has looked better of late, but has been susceptible to the long ball all season, leaving open the possibility for some Marlin runs here. Both teams have played higher scoring games of late, with the over 3-1 in Miami's last 4 and 3-1 in New York's last 5. With bassist road ERA well over 5 and Trevor Rogers' ERA just under 9 in home games this season, I expect this to be an offensively dominated game. The Mets are averaging 4.8 runs per game on the road this season and have seen only one of their last 6 road games fall below the total. The Marlins average 4.8 runs per game at home, and the over has cashed in 15 of their last 23 home games. Both teams have a good shot to reach 4 runs in this game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Toronto Blue Jays and Milwaukee Brewers clash in the second game of a 3-game set at American Family Field on Saturday afternoon. The Blue Jays are expected to start left-hander Yusei Kikuchi. The Brewers counter with ace right-hander Corbin Burnes making his 15th start. The Blue Jays are 10-4 in their last 14 road games and 24-7 in their last 31 Saturday games. The Brewers are 2-8 in their last 10 home games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The over is 22-6 in Blue Jays' last 28 overall. The under is 3-1 in Brewers' last 5 overall. The over is 7-2 in the last 9 meetings in Milwaukee. Toronto will start left-hander Yusei Kikuchi for the second game of this series. He has been awful in the month of June after a promising first 2 months of the year. Kikuchi has given up 14 runs and 7 homers in 12 1/3 innings this month. He comes into this matchup with a 4.94 ERA and 1.52 WHIP. But those numbers are generous considering how poorly he is pitching right now. It is safe to assume the leash will be short for him at this start, and with Corbin Burnes towing the rubber on the other side. This is an easy game to pick. The Brewers have won 9 of their last 12 games facing American League East teams. Burnes on the mound means they are a favorite. Yusei Kikuchi has been hittable his whole career, and he's looking rough right now, allowing 17 hits and 14 runs in his last 13.1 innings. Corbin Burnes has been dominant all season, and he's given up just 17 earned runs in his last 60 innings. While the Blue Jays are the better team, I have to give the Brewers the edge at home with their ace on the hill, so the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Kikuchi has filed an ugly 4.7 road ERA, and the over has delivered in each of his last 5 starts. In addition, the Jays have squandered 5 or more runs in 4 straight games due in part to a bullpen that is not performing well. Offensively, they are clicking, plating a total of 41 runs in their last 5 games. The over is also a convincing 9-1 in the Jays' last 10 games overall. Corbin Burnes has been lights out all year for the Brewers and is one of the premier arms in the National League. Considering how bad Kikuchi has been over the last month, you can expect most of the runs coming from Milwaukee in this game. They have the 4th most home runs in the majors and have a tendency to beat up on soft-throwing lefties like Kikuchi. The Blue Jays are a formidable lineup, so there is definitely the possibility they get a hold of a few on Burnes to drive the projected number where we want it. The total number has gone over in 7 of 9 matchups between these clubs. This looks like a 7-3 or 6-4 type of contest. Keeping the number over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Cleveland Guardians. The Boston Red Sox have been playing extremely well after a bad start, but have been unable to get close to the New York Yankees in the American League East. Rookie righty Josh Winkowski will get the ball here as he is coming off a win over the Detroit Tigers where he lasted 6.2 innings and gave up 2 runs on 7 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts. The Cleveland Guardians have been doing well this season as they are fighting it out with the Minnesota Twins for first in the American League Central. Cleveland will send right-hander Shane Bieber to the mound and is coming off a no decision against the Los Angeles Dodgers where he went 6.1 innings and allowed 3 runs on 7 hits with 1 walk and 9 strikeouts. Boston is 6-2 in their last 8 game 2 matchups and 25-9 in their last 34 games overall, while the over is 5-0 in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record. Cleveland is 8-2 in their last 10 home games and 4-1 in their last 5 games against the American League East, while the over is 5-1-3 in their last 9 game 2 matchups. This is a big test for Josh Winkowski as this is his first MLB road start, while Shane Bieber is 1-0 with a 2.59 ERA and 4 June starts thus far. The major difference has been inside of the bullpen this season as the Guardians are 3rd in baseball with a 2.94 reliever ERA, while the Red Sox are 14th in the big leagues with a 3.8 bullpen ERA so far. Shane Bieber's been pitching extremely well, and the Guardians have been one of the surprises for a lot of folks up to this point in the season, myself included. I think this is one of those spots where the better pitcher is the difference here, and no disrespect to Boston and Winkowski, but that's the Guardians and Bieber here. The Boston Red Sox have a rookie on the mound, and I'm not going to trust him here. All in all, go with the Cleveland Guardians to remain hot here in their building against the Boston Red Sox. I get why you could look the way of the Red Sox and the plus money, but I'm firmly backing Cleveland here, so the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. The over is 6-1 in Cleveland's last 7 home games against a team with a winning record, and the over is 5-0 in Boston's last 5 games against a winning record. Boston is 5th in MLB, averaging 5.6 runs over its last 5 games, and Cleveland is 10th, averaging 5 runs over that stretch. These pitching staffs have struggled over the previous week as the Red Sox are 17th with a 4.4 team ERA in their last 5 games, while the Guardians are 21st in baseball with a 4.8 team ERA in their previous 5 games. Both teams have allowed stolen bases throughout the year at a not-so-good clip, whether it be on the catcher or the pitcher, as Boston has allowed 36 stolen bases while Cleveland has given up 40 stolen bases thus far. The over is 13-6-1 in their previous 20 games against one another. Given Bieber's past struggles against Boston, and this being the toughest test Josh Winkowski has faced yet at the big league level, I like this being a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.